Last season, the Missouri Tiger offensive line had the same starters for 12 of the 14 games. Already this season, though, that same goal for consistency in the trenches is out of reach. Now, this is how things looked up front to start against the Indiana Hoosiers. But left guard Anthony Gotti tore his ACL in the first quarter and will miss the rest of the season, so the line will be reshuffled for South Carolina. For now, Brad McNulty will take over for Gotti at left guard. Also switching positions is Connor McGovern, who moves from right tackle to right guard, where he started all 14 games last season. That means Taylor Chappell gets the nod at right tackle, the first start of his career. But despite the changes, O-line coach A.J. Ricker says he is still confident in the Lions' play.
Guys go down, you got to put the next guy up, and that's kind of what happened. You always got to have answers, and you always shuffle them in practice for things like this when they happen.
Unlike the offense, the defensive line returns to full health this week as the Tigers get arguably their best defensive player back from injury. Defensive end Marcus Golden is expected to make his return to the field for this Saturday's conference opener at South Carolina. Golden missed the Indiana game with a left hamstring injury. This season, Golden has recorded 4 sacks and 6.5 tackles for loss, but beyond the stat sheet, he opens holes for the other defensive linemen, including D-end Shane Ray. Staying with the defense, there will be a new cornerback opposite Arian Penton this week. Junior college transfer Kenya Dennis will be taking the place of sophomore John Gibson. On offense, redshirt junior Wesley Leftwich will get the start with Darius White out with a pulled groin. Leftwich is a local player from Hickman High School and is making the first start of his career. Moving on to baseball, where the Kansas City Royals are slumping at the wrong time. The boys in blue are 5-9 over their last 14 games and haven't won a series since the beginning of September, making this upcoming series against the suddenly reborn Cleveland Indians one of the most important of this dream season. First of 4 games today, completion of the August 31st game suspended by rain, and in the bottom of the 10th, where they picked it up, Nori Aoki singles homer run. Big time play there. Royals looking to make a comeback, and Jared Dyson, he comes in for Aoki, pinch runs, gets the stolen base. But later in the inning, with Dyson on second, Omar Infante pops out. Rowley comes up short. Indians win game 2 of the 2-game series today, 4-3. Now Danny Duffy getting the start for the second game today. Top of first, though, getting some help from Eric Hosmer. He's going to single up the right field line. 1 run will come around to score. Kansas City takes the early 1-0 lead. Now bottom of the first, Duffy in a jam, but he strikes out Jan Gomes. Bases loaded with 1 out at that point in time. Then with 2 outs, gets Mike Aviles to fly out. A big time hold by Duffy. The Royals would tack on another run and go on to win 2-0. And also in action, Adam Wainwright and the Cardinals, they're already in the playoffs, but Wainwright still looking good. Strikes out Luis Valbuena in the second, and in the third, Ryan Kalish, he was dealing 5 Ks tonight for Wainwright on the day. And then in the offensive, top of 4, runners on first and second, Johnny Peralta up, hits it to left. Chris Coughlin tries to make the diving play. No dice, 2 runs. 1 run is going to come around to score. Cardinals take the 1-0 lead. Now 2-0 in the 4th. Runners on second and third, but those runners, they're coming in. John Jay, 2-run single. Cards take the 4-0 lead. They are now up 7-0 over the Cubs.